What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you some GLS or GLG content today. And I think this is actually my first video of 2023 for GLS because there hasn't been much on it. But there is going to be a town hall at the end of this week. So on January 20th, I believe, is the date, but I don't know. Oh, yep, they have an event already for. So January 20th at 1 p.m. my time, which is Central U.S. But there was an announcement posted today by Chatter. You can see here that Phase 1 of the presale, and if you remember, the presale was broken down into two phases, but Phase 1 will officially end on January 24th. So that is a week from probably when I'll actually be uploading this video on the 17th. So there's going to be a 1 week break between the end of Phase 1 and the beginning of Phase 2. So that'll start February 1st, 2023 with another 500,000 packs for sale, and Phase 2 will end on May 3rd. This is one of the key things here. Will end on May 3rd with the general sale beginning roughly a week or so later. Now, they are also planning for the pack staking rewards to end on February 28th. So it looks like it's just going to run for 4 weeks, although there is a note here saying that the date isn't final. Now, there's a lot of communication back and forth between Chatter. That's why I have this pulled up here. It seems like not everything is set in stone yet, so I do want you to take some of this with a grain of salt, specifically, any of the dates here, and then what we'll go into in a second. But I do believe these dates are probably going to end up being good. So the first presale will end on January 24th in about a week, and then the second presale will begin a week after that and run for a certain period of time, in which I guess what they're trying to do is encourage pack sales early, because the earlier those pack sales are, the more that you get to take advantage. Because if you know that the staking rewards, and keep in mind there's going to be 7.5 million GLX that are distributed over that time period to all of the packs from Phase 1 and Phase 2. So if they can get people to load up into Phase 2 and then take advantage between the 1st and the 20th of February, that seems like what the logic is here. Although, this might not have been, the date isn't final. So it might not have been finalized in any specific way yet. So keep that in mind. Now, I do want to go over a couple of other things. So we're going to ignore the pre-edited message of GLX staking, but there was something about the packs potentially being burned. And, Chatter responded here saying that the packs were going to be burned. And then somebody pointed out in the white paper that unsold packs will go to the general sale. So I don't know if there was any, I don't think that there was any set opinions on this. Pack sales will be seasonal and circulated. So again, like, it's weird to get one thing in Discord, but then have the white paper say something else. I'm going to go with the white paper on this and just assume that there's maybe a miscommunication with how this came out. So again, I'm not worried about packs right now because, as it stands, there will be a final burn for a lot of these packs. So whether or not you get in on the presale, it doesn't seem like the demand is fully there, at least with the presale 1 right now. But it looks like the general sale is going to start in May. And then the last note here that I'll share is a reminder that if you don't get your packs in presale 1, which is going to end in about a week, you will need to pay with GLGT. Actually, I apologize. That is incorrect. You don't have to pay with GLGT, but the price is going to increase from $5 to $10, and each GLGT that you get will give you a $5 discount. So again, it sounds like there's going to be this push to try to get more packs sold before January 24th, and then if you want to get in right away. So what does this mean overall? Well, there's a couple things that I take away from this. The first of which, and probably is the most important, is that if Phase 2 is going to end in May and the general sale is going to start running around then, does that mean we're not going to have the full launch of the game until that point in time? Because I believe the preseason for the MLS is going on like right now, and the season is going to start in February or maybe early March at the latest. Now, keep in mind, there will be packs that we can open and we'll have cards. And I know that's what the team is working hard on, or at least that's what Chatter was saying earlier today, that they're trying to get these cards done so that we can open the packs and have the cards. But I don't know when the actual game is going to come in. That being said, there could be an open beta that probably will run at some point before May. But for those of you wondering when this game might be going live, again, unless they're going to launch the game during the pre-sale phase, right, which will be running until May, unless they're planning to launch the game during that time, this is all speculation, but I would assume that they wouldn't have the game be available outside of just having some kind of open beta for it. You wouldn't be able to earn, maybe not even level up your cards, or I don't know what it would look like up until the point that the game is actually launched. So again, we don't have much information just yet, but we will be getting more answers hopefully this Friday during the town hall. But between now and then, I figured it was worth making a video, because if you wanted to get your packs, January 24th is probably going to sneak up on you relatively quickly. Keep in mind, you will be able to buy later, but you will need GLGT. So the other last takeaway that I will call out is that we could have GLGT available and tradable on the secondary markets probably by February 1st. So that is in roughly 2 weeks from now, or at least when this video is going to be posted. So again, it's all speculation, but I would be surprised if they would allow Phase 2 to begin when without GLGT being available to be traded around, to be bought. Because if it's just whatever you have in your account, it's like, okay, well, I guess I can continue to buy more packs and I have to use the GLGT, but the GLGT doesn't have value outside of that if you wanted to, for example, dump it on the market and take some profits, right? Or if you wanted to buy more, which is probably what most people want to do, right? But then again, if we go to the Genesis League goals, let's see, goals at Genesis League Sports. And we can go to shop. You're going to make me log in. All right, so let's see. Shop. There are still 176,000 packs remaining. So again, it's going to cost more once we get into Phase 2, but I wonder, and Chatter has been talking about this in the Splinterlands town hall, saying that there is some potential opportunities, PR and marketing opportunities with actual players from the game that are being worked on and lined up. So if that ends up coming out before the game is here, I don't know how that would work if you're driving people to buy packs for a game that isn't necessarily out yet. But at the same time, I'm just trying to figure out what fills the time between now and mid-May, right? Because that's a good 4 months. And, again, we're probably going to get some kind of roadmap or some details this Friday. But just thinking about it now, if I'm assuming there's going to be an open beta, there's going to be card pack openings, which will probably be sometime near, I think I heard like near, again, this is on a very, very previous town hall, but sometime like late February or early March, which again, that's around when the season starts. But if the game isn't going to get launched until May, I still don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Obviously, I want everything now. I want everything yesterday, and I was really hoping for a Q1 launch with the start of the season. But as long as it doesn't like dip into June or Q3, where you're more than halfway through the MLS season, I think we'll still be okay. So, that being said, we'll see how the town hall goes on Friday. But thought I would share this with you in case you are planning to buy any more packs. But there are still plenty available in the shop. So I will catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.